Friday evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Lindsay Mills.
And I'm Lee Nelson. We're glad you're with us. What if you could prevent companies from selling your personal information? That's what one bill in the legislature is looking to accomplish, stopping the companies that offer us internet, like Spectrum or Verizon, from making money off their customers' personal data. Chris Costa is here to talk more about this, how it's all working. Chris?
Yeah, Lee and Lindsay, the bill still has a long way to go before it would actually become a law, but it would put the power in the hands of you, the consumer, and you could choose to opt in to having your info sold. Opponents, though, say this bill only gives a false sense of privacy. It's pretty tough for most people to live without going online.
When I'm awake, I'm connected to the internet.
Every time Seth DeRozier logs on, the company that sells his internet access gets information about him and sells that to advertisers.
I don't think it should be allowed as it is right now.
A Maine bill would require those internet service providers like Spectrum or Verizon to ask customers to opt in to having their information sold. The Trump administration overturned a similar national rule in 2017, and opponents say state-by-state restrictions are bad policy too. However,
every single thing you do, every bit of information goes through that one source, and they have access to everything you do online.
Yeah, we're all set.
Technology expert Jared Maxfield says opting in to having your info sold is more transparent than having consumers opt out.
Oftentimes, many consumers are not even going to know that's an option, let alone take advantage of it if they do. So requiring someone to opt in takes away a lot of that control from the service provider and gives it back to the consumer.
Shouldn't the consumer have some responsibility, though, to know what they're agreeing to?
Absolutely. I mean, the consumer is always technically the one in charge, but let's be realistic. It's just long and convoluted, and most people just don't take the time to read and understand it.
Sites that are otherwise free, like Google or Facebook, require people to agree to those terms and conditions. Seth doesn't mind targeted ads, but feels more sensitive about data like his location.
And I think that should be more protected than, say, what I'm shopping on Amazon.
So the House has actually amended the effective start date of this bill to July 1st of 2020. Okay. So it would actually give internet service providers like your Spectrum or your Verizon time to get used to these new rules.
Interesting.
Got it. They would need a little time, I would imagine.
And there's so much about this that happens every single day. Like we talk about the free sites like Google and Facebook and Amazon. As soon as you use those sites and agree to those terms and conditions, that's what they're getting as a price from you, is your data. But the things we already pay for are getting extra money by taking our data and selling it to advertisers. So that's what's up for debate in this bill.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Got it.
We'll
All right.
see what
Very
happens.
interesting, Chris. Thank you very much.